Hey, are we live? I think we're live. Why is my taskbar doing this? What is happening? Can we get the taskbar back up, please? Can you work, please? Thank you. There we go, much better. Yes, we are live. Hello. If you are watching this VOD, thank you very much for clicking on me. If you are already in stream, I appreciate your promptness. You are 42 seconds into stream. That is very impressive. And that your promptness means a lot to me. I imagine most, if not all, of the people that I'm talking to right now are watching a VOD. So, yeah, thanks. My name is Varlex. Thank you. Whoa, I already said that. I suppose not most. Some people call me Lex, which is fine. I just got home from my job as a high school math teacher. This job I enjoy very, very much, and it also makes me tired. It takes it out of me. I have a good time, and I'm exhausted. So, being home now, I am ready to relax. I'm going to be doing the same thing that I've been doing on stream for many months at this point, and that is playing Pokemon Elite Redux version 2.5. I do not remember where we are in Pokemon Elite Redux, but I'm excited to get back to it. Because I am a public math teacher, I am a public employee, I believe it is important to have some disclaimers. This might or might not actually be important, but I feel like it is. Those are on screen now. Let's get those gone. Swap over to Elite Redux. Ah, yes. We are in what is, in my opinion, the scariest gym of the game. Give me a moment. I need to get my blanket. Where are you? There you are. Yes, hello, cat. This is my blanket, that's correct. You may have it. You may have it when I am done. And let's creak this chair. Yeah. Here we are. Nice and cozy. We've got our water. We've got our blanket. We're in our jammies. I believe we did this battle last time. So we have the five other gym trainers and then the gym leader itself. Let's work our way up. Oh, come on. Battle time. Only 4 total opposing Pokemon this time. We have a Beheeyem and a Slowking. I must admit, I'm not certain what telekinesis does. But I don't like that automatic trick room. Oh my gosh, both of them are so slow. I thought Spiritomb was going to be slow, but it is downright speedy as far as these foes are concerned. Do I need to be scared of anything? No, not from Beheeyem, and not from Slowking. We should be okay. We are going to Oh, if I V-create, that'll drop my defenses, and these enemy Pokemon might then become scary. Like Slowking has Scald, which is going to be super effective on Gyaradeath. So I'll use Wicked Blow instead. Hi, Coco. Good to see you. Are either of them immune to sleep? No. Welcome back, Coco. It's good to see you again. How have you been? Let's Hypnosis the Slowking. There comes the super effective Scald. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Hypnosis on the Slowking. Gyaradeath flinches, because of course it does. So something that I'm noticing here, Spiritom's Bad Dreams ability. Sleeping Pokemon lose a quarter of their max HP at the end of each turn. That happened to the Slowking. Great, that's what we expect. Gyaradeath. Non-ghost and dark types, so Pokemon that are neither ghost nor dark, take a quarter their health each turn. Behem is psychic. It is neither ghost nor dark. It should have taken that damage. And it does not seem to be immune to damage that isn't an attack. Like it doesn't have Magic Guard or something of the sort. Behem should have taken that damage from what I can tell. Gyaradeath is probably... They're probably both going to attack Gyaradeath again. Some dumb propositions for changes? What made them dumb? I think we let Gyaradeath die here. I don't think Gyaradeath is doing what I want it to do. Yeah. Nightmare. Beautiful. Let's bring in Mega Mawile. Let's see if we can show this thing off. I used Mega Mawile, Mega Redux Mawile specifically, in my first, as far as I can remember, my first Elite Redux run ever. And it left a very positive impression on me. A proposed new ability that makes normal types super effective against everything but Ghost. That sounds like it would be the signature ability of something. The signature ability of a normal type legendary. That sounds wild. I think I would have a hard time justifying that. I buy it. Sounds dope. I'd probably use that Pokemon. It does sound a bit too powerful, though. Let's crunch the Alakazam, Hypnosis the Behem. Trick Room is still up, so Spiritomb goes next. This should be Mawile. Twisted Dimensions returned to normal. So our speed table is back to what it should be, which means Mawile goes first. Espeon. Excellent. There we go. Battle number 2 of the Mossdeep City Gym. Moving on to the third. I think I was hoping for more from Gyaradeath. Although I must admit, I am scared to, not scared, apprehensive. I am apprehensive to edit this Gyaradeath's moveset because it is the special one. Ah. No, that's not what I wanted to look at. Ooh, Dreamcatcher. Okay, it has Magic Bounce and Dreamcatcher, so I absolutely cannot target it with Hypnosis. And when something else is asleep, this thing is going to be twice as strong. But we can still Hypnosis Girafarig. Well, see, the funny thing about that... Hold on here. Hold on here. Do we have... So that one, Coco, that sounds like it's coming from someone who really likes Feraligatr. Do we have stats for Mega Feraligatr? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We have Mega Feraligatr with base 160. Base 160 attack. If this guy got huge power, do we have priority here? Do we have Aqua Jet? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Priority, base 160 attack with nature, EVs, all that stuff, doubled from huge power. That is a die-hard Feraligatr fan. That is someone who looks at the urinal that is on the back of Mega Feraligator's neck and went, yeah, that's so dope, give me more. Which, to be clear, is fine. Power to them. But giving that thing huge power is... Whew. Ah, the justification being that there are worse Pokemon. You know, I suppose I can see that. I don't think I'm comfortable saying they are incorrect. But I'm having a hard time justifying that. Just because there are worse, quote-unquote worse Pokemon already in Elite Redux, or already planned for Elite Redux, doesn't mean that those quote-unquote worse Pokemon are not indicative of the same design issue. I used a lot of words there. I think that made sense before I said them. I hope it made sense after I said them too. That's a much more concise way to say what I think I just said. I agree completely. The fact that those two Pokemon exist in their current iteration, I don't think justifies the existence of Mega Feraligatr with huge power. So I wanted to get the Xatu out of the way there with Gyaradeath, because Gyaradeath was the only Pokemon that was going to be faster than Xatu, and because Girafarig is asleep, Xatu was going to get its bonus from the Dreamcatcher ability. So I wanted to turn that off, or I wanted to deal with that as quickly as I could. Gardevoir, Meowstic. This thing has Choice Scarf. That's horrifically fast. That Gardevoir is going first. Dreamcatcher again. But no, come on. Is Gardevoir about to kill something? No, Dazzling Gleam isn't even going to take out Spiritomb despite being super effective. What about Meowstic? So they might actually be able to double up on Gyaradeath. Gyaradeath is also already missing HP. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Gyaradeath is going down here. Oh my word. Woo! Just kidding. Now Gyaradeath goes. We have V-Create on Meowstic. This should one-shot. Under a post. Ironically proposes changes. Did the poster want to make those two Mega Pokemon worse? Stop it with the taunt. Why? You're just slowing me down. Anyway. Rest in peace, Gyaradeath. Oh, I didn't even turn on the audio. There we go. I know I checked this Gardevoir earlier, but is it going to nullify priority? No, it won't, so I can fake out Hypnosis. No, it's taunted. Buh. Okay, so they weren't intended as nerfs, but their drawbacks were too much. I see that. I understand that. Like someone was trying to overbalance a powerful ability. This Gardevoir is still faster. Psychic's gonna kill something. It's about to kill Bayonet. Certainly. Which means Spiritomb is about to take care of Gardevoir. It saw a kill with Psychic. Oh well. Who am I to presume to be better at this game than its own AI is? That was battle number 3 done. Gyaradeath is not doing it for me. I'm not terribly impressed with this particular Gyaradeath. The moves are funny. The moves are special. That's awesome. I want to keep those moves the way they are. Which means that Gyaradeath I'm not quite interested in. The other one... I'm sorry, what? Who? What? In what context did someone consider Mega Typhlosion and Mega Meganium as bad? Or Pokemon with quite big drawbacks? What? What? Huh? Hello? Quite big drawbacks? Quite big drawbacks as in the requirement of being at full HP? To use Flaming Soul here? That doesn't sound like a drawback. That sounds like the only thing potentially balancing this absolute monster. Ruined by entry hazards. Great! But cool! I'm sorry, my mic, my audio maxed out there. I apologize if that was very loud. That's just so funny. What? It gets ruined by entry hazards. Great. That sounds like... Does that make Mega Typhlosion bad? I don't think so. Mega Typhlosion is counterable. With pretty straightforward things. Entry hazards. Exactly those abilities, Coco. Completely correct. I was thinking of that as well. I just couldn't think of the names of the abilities. Dazzling. What's the other one? Queenly Majesty. Protects from priority. Psychic Terrain. Removes priority. Absolutely. This thing is counterable. It's just also incredible. Mega Typhlosion soloed battles for me. That is a great point. Several weeks ago, I used Mega Typhlosion and where is she? Mega Meganium in a couple battles. And Typhlosion just turned off the enemy team. It said, I put Mega Typhlosion on the team and it said, Vorlex, you sit back. I got this. That's why I'm not using it anymore. I love the Pokemon. It's incredible. It looks badass. Love the sprite. It also turns off the game unless the enemy has Dazzling or Queenly Majesty or Psychic Terrain, or if I don't lead with it and entry hazards get set up. And I think that's fine. I put this I put this new Gyaradeath on the team without ever changing its moves. Hypno is has insomnia. Oh. Wait a minute, neutralizing gas, all abilities are nullified? Does that count innates? Does neutralizing gas count innates? Yes, it does. So that turns off this... Musharna having neutralizing gas turns off this entire synergy. The synergy between Hypno and Musharna. It handles itself. Which should also mean that neither of these is immune to being asleep. But Musharna already counts as asleep, which means I should be able to use Nightmare on it. Come on now. Oh. They put my sleeper to sleep. Nope, there goes the cat food. Come on. I'm gonna speed through this turn. Oh, there it is. It's already done. I didn't have to. Haha. And it used Dream Eater on... Well, Dream Eater being Psychic type means Spiritomb would be immune to it. Foe blank had its energy drained. How fun. Okay. Replacing all abilities aside from Hellblaze. Okay, sure. I don't find that to be necessarily problematic. Encore. It encores me into Banished Power. This Gyaradeath isn't doing anything either. Its ability also isn't working. Dang, very unfortunate. Okay, let's see here. Let's check this out. So, Mega Typhlosion currently has Volcano Rage, triggers Eruption after using a Fire-type move. My favorite use case for that is being at max HP to get Flaming Soul, priority on its own Eruption, to get Eruption priority and a 50 base power Eruption immediately after. Magma Eater, great. Said Eruption is super effective against rock types. And it heals on kill. Cool. Hellblaze, fire type starters have this. Or Mega fire type starters have this. The proposed change is to swap those out for immunity to rock type and stealth rock damage. So this person, the person suggesting this, is not a fan of how stealth rock seems to cripple Mega Typhlosion in their eyes. Sheer Force, fine. I have no further comment. And one of those other three. Immolate, Fire type, Aerolate, cool. What are these others? 5 times burn chance, potentially guaranteed burn. for something that has a 20% burn chance. That sounds cool. And drought. Now, it's not my place. I know I just not sure, considering it would have had sheer force. Those would have to be, you're completely correct, those would have to both be choice abilities. Otherwise, sheer force would nullify Immolate entirely. You're correct about that. That would have to be careful. Now, it's not my place to critique the person. I don't know who suggested that. And I think the fact that they suggested it is completely fine. When I look at that combination of abilities, that does not imply to me that it is for a Mega Pokemon in Pokemon Elite Redux. So, Psychic Terrain nullifies priority, but I can still use status. Yes. I should still be able to Hypnosis, and I will Hypnosis the Swoobat. Fluffy and Regenerator being better than Misty Surge and Absorbent. So let me check here. Misty Surge. Misty Terrain on entry, fine. Absorbent. Okay. Fluffy would make Mega Meganium get absolutely annihilated. Literally melted by Fire-type moves, considering it's already weak to them. And Regenerator. I do not see those being better. Fine as a suggestion. I don't have a problem with the fact that suggestion exists. I do not see that being better in any way at all. I don't see how that is... that combo could be described as better than... I would argue, let me put it this way, I would argue the Absorbent ability on Mega Meganium right now is better than the combination of Fluffy and Regenerator. But, when I say that, I am also biased because I like Drain moves. I think they're cool. Protect. Fluffy can be good. Absolutely it can. Absolutely Fluffy can be good. But Mega Meganium is already weak to Fire-type moves. And I still think Fluffy having good use cases does not make it better than Absorbent, even if you throw in Regenerator. Finally, this Swoobat goes down. I did also get to show off Crawdauntless here. Gyaradeath, I am sorry. It is time to go. What am I bringing in to replace Gyaradeath. Given that the first Gyaradeath, having Funeral Pyre, is what prompted me to only use Ghost and Dark types in the team, like so, I don't have that, which means I'm no longer setting myself to Ghost and Dark types. So I can use something else for these other battles. Exactly correct, Coco. Misty Surge is also great as a utility ability on Mega Meganium. Status protection is huge, and it removes a potential counter to the priority in the form of Psychic Terrain. Do I do funny things with Glalie? I think I do. Yes, it's Dark type, and I just said I'm not... I just said that I'm not on the hook to use only Ghost and Dark types anymore. But it's funny. Yeah, we're already good. I did it again. There it is. I didn't mean to be speeding up there, I apologize. Looks like Glalie can take their choice. Both of these Pokemon are horrifically fast. Even Jinx, my word. Jinx is gonna fake out something. Probably Glalie. But wait, Psychic Terrain nullifies priority, which should nullify Fake Out. Okay, Volt Switch. What am I using Hypnosis on? Mr. Mime. Please. Ooh, crit. Sorry about my yawn there. Goodness. Is Mr. Mime part fairy now? Yes, it is. And it has Magic Bounce. Oh! Okay. Oh, Dazzling Gleam is going to destroy me. Part fairy since Gen 6, yeah. Me saying, is it part fairy now, implies that it's recent. Mr. Mime has just never been on my radar. Hey, Micro, good to see ya. Welcome back. How are you doing? Okay, so Spiritomb is slow and it is gone. Next turn. Let's bring in Bannet. Doing fine, I'm glad to hear it. Intimidate isn't going to help us here, but at least we can fake out something. What am I more scared of? I think I'm more scared of the Mime. And Spiritomb's gone. We're gonna Hypnosis something. Protect. I should have used Hypnosis on Mr. Mime. No, I shouldn't have, because it has Magic Bounce. Whatever. I should have used Recover. Dang. Mr. Mime... Is Mr. Mime fairy type now? Yeah, it has been for 13 years. That's a good one. That's fun. I've never cared for Mr. Mime. From Gen 1 to now. Even when they introduced Mr. Rhyme. It is what it is. Someone out there likes it. And I like that fact for them. Great. It's just entirely neutral to me. Taking out Bannit should be okay, because Banished Power should one-shot here. Okay, Ish liked it in Unite, sure. I think I paid more attention to Mr. Mime in Unite than I ever had anywhere else in Pokemon. But even then, like when I try to visualize or think of the Pokemon in Unite that does the barrier things, what comes to mind is Snorlax, where it raises its arms and it becomes annoying. Are either of these susceptible to sleep? Grumpig has Magic Bounce. Absolutely do not use Hypnosis on it. Medicham is immune to paralysis but not sleep. Too bad Unite is dying currently. Oh no! What is happening to it? Oh, another dreaded Dazzling Gleam. Is this related to what you were talking about previously with the rework that they did for how people get Unite licenses? Is this... because I remember that being a whole thing, and I remember you talking about that. Yep, same issue. Man, that's brutal. I forget what was on screen. Medicham. I should pay attention to the game that I'm playing. Medicham is asleep, though. Starmie... We should be able to fake out Starmie here. And then Nightmare Medicham. So, I hadn't seen anything about Sirfetch'd getting into Unite. I had seen some talk of Meowth, which I think was about to be very funny. I agree. I think... I'm sorry for the dead air. I'm just thinking of words. I think sad... I think sad is a fair thing to call it. I think I agree. It is sad, that Unite seems to be dying. I don't think that as a game it deserves to. I think it's an entirely fine game. I've had a good time the admittedly little that I've played. I haven't played much. But I've had a fair time. That rework, though, that change to getting Unite licenses just baffles me. You figured out a name for Poochyena's third evolution. Do you want to share? I'm glad to hear it if you feel comfortable sharing. Farigiraf is part normal, so it's immune to Nightmare. Can I... Yes, we can still get a double kill here. Barely had the chance to play Delmise. I'm sorry. You talk... That statement sounds like you don't intend to play Unite anymore. Or that when you said Unite is dying, that wasn't just losing a bunch of players. Like, the game is, for lack of a better word, dying. As if you won't get the chance in the future. Stop playing around it. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Sorry to hear that. Not that I'm saying you should, but it's brutal, you know? Do you mean go back on the Unite licenses change? It's probably clear. I probably don't need to ask that question. Okay. We have battled. We've done all 6. That's what you meant? Yeah. That sounds super fair. I can't fault you that. And even if I could, I wouldn't. 'Cause, like, that's not my judgment to make. That's a rough decision to have to make, I'm sorry. The name you thought, Glacial Excalibur? Holy cow. What a badass Poochiena evolution. Holy cow. Glacial Excalibur. I love it. I'm not sure that'll fit in a text box for most Pokemon games, but it certainly sounds dope. So this gym battle, I don't think I'm going to attempt this battle today. I think this is a tomorrow problem. This battle is, in my opinion, the scariest one in the game. Because these two have permanent Trick Room, permanent Psychic Terrain, not permanent, permanent Trick Room, permanent Inverse Room. Their Pokemon also set up Psychic Terrain to nullify priority. So, the team that I'm currently using would get annihilated by their Psychic-type team. I need to... What do you mean that's my last Pokemon? Oh, I have doubles mode on. I need 2. So, I need to make a Trick Room team that is weak to Psychic. Or with moves that would normally be not very effective against Psychic. A Trick Room, Inverse Room team. For this, I think we're gonna have Conkeldurr, because it is both fighting type, so it'll resist Psychic and be super effective against Psychic, or the Bayonet could be KO'd. It's fainted. Look at you. Look at that. Look at that. Let's test this. I think you're correct. I think you're right. I just... There it is. It's because Bayonet was fainted. Good call. I'm going to use Conkeldurr for this, because it is fighting type, so it'll resist Psychic and be super effective against Psychic. And we can make it Brave for even less speed. Where is it? Where's inventory? There it is. Now, where is Iron Pill? We can use Iron Pill to set Conkeldurr's IV, speed IVs to 0. Conkeldurr, level 85 minimum speed. 72. Quite slow. Potentially even slower due to Hammer Arm. Neat. Bonk? What a fun name. Drain Punch for healing. Now I know I just mentioned Psychic Terrain, which nullifies priority, but but just in case Psychic Terrain happens not to be up at the moment, Mach Punch, very cool. And let's use Bulk Up. Protect, maybe. Protect instead of Mach Punch. And because all of my moves are fighting type, I think... Where is the item that boosts the power of fighting type moves? Black Belt. So I want Conkeldurr here. I think I a Rocktrays, which I just realized I don't think I've had to pronounce that before. Maybe on stream and I just pronounced it differently and I'm making a fool of myself. Who knows? I do not want Spider Lair. I normally would, but Sticky Web will reduce the enemy speed, which will make them faster in Trick Room. I don't want that. Sniper. Probably. Yes. Oh, it's so fast. What? Okay, let's make it Brave. Try to reduce that speed a bit. Because we're going into Trick Room. I do not want Bug-type moves here because Psychic is going to resist Bug in the inverse room. Sucker Punch would also be resisted for the same reason. Fumigation Bomb. All Psychic type moves they use miss for 3 turns. Wow. What else do I want here? Toxic spikes could be neat. I like the sound of that. And I think we can use protect here. Yes. Get in here, spider. What else do I want? Poison, because, yes. Aractres I want because poison and because I have never used it before. Pecharunt also looks cool for its poison type. Bad Egg is good. These ghost type moves are not because they're also going to be resisted. Baneful Bunker I like. Malignant Chain I like. Sludge Wave I like. I don't think I want Bad Egg though. Aurasphere? Yeah, let's do it. Aurasphere, that's neat. So we want special attack, HP. I do not know what ability is plus special attack minus speed. It is quiet. Before I forget, let's put an Iron Pill on Aractres and Pecharunt to change their speeds, their speed IVs to 0. Minimum speed for both of these. What item do I want on Pecharunt? Probably Black Sludge. Baneful Bunker is bugged with a few abilities that require the user to poison the foe they activate, and will inflict that on the user. So the conditional effect that requires poison. Baneful Bunker could confuse Pecharunt? What? Please. No, thank you. I'll use Protect instead. I appreciate that. I appreciate the you looking out for that. I think I want, at least for now, Sludge on Aractres as well. Am I pronouncing Aractres differently? I think I've gone from Aractres to Aractres. Oh, I'm sorry for your Wi-Fi. I'm sorry you're having Wi-Fi problems. What did I say about Glacial Excalibur? It sounds badass. I love it from a fantasy standpoint. I love the name in and of itself. It does sound a bit long for a Pokemon game. I'm having trouble visualizing it fitting in a text box in a Pokemon game. But that's not, I don't think that's a reason not to use it. Or at least not to use it as inspiration, right? Because we've got Poochyena, Mightyena. The third... I mean... You're welcome to use whatever naming convention you like. If you even want to use a naming convention. It is your game, after all. I love the name Glacial Excalibur. It sounds super badass. Okay, I think we're going to do Brave Okidogi here. Speaking of Pokemon that I've never used before, we're going to use Okidogi. And a shiny Okidogi at that. That's what I was thinking. That's what was going through my mind when I said we have Poochyena, Mightyena, Glacial Excalibur. Glacial Excalibur sounds so cool. It also doesn't seem to, like, if I imagine a Pokemon called Glacial Excalibur, I'm probably not visualizing something that makes me think of Poochyena as well. That's not to say it's a bad idea. But it's also not my place to judge. I'm not some kind of critic. I'm not, like, my voice doesn't hold any more weight to it than anyone else's. If someone is passionate about something, go for it. I love that. Malignant Chain, Drain Punch, Fake Out, No Retreat. Fake Out stops being useful when isn't useful when Okidogi enters the field and there's already psychic terrain. Do I think that's a problem? No. Oh, hold on. I'll do Iron Pills after. Do I want a fairy type? Now it's neutral against psychic both ways. Do we know... Tate Liza, normal. What are they about to use on me? This is very thankfully not the elite team. I'm not going against the elite team right now. Holy cow. So we have Hoopa, Psychic Ghost, Psychic Ice. Yes. Psychic Ghost, Psychic Ice, Psychic Fire, Poison, Normal, and Psychic Fairy. Yeah, that's a fair way to say it. I agree, Coco. Fairy would therefore be good against Darmanitan and Slowking. Fairy would be super effective against both of those because both of these would normally resist it. Mr. Rhyme will also be neutral against fighting. Fighting will be neutral against it, I should say. And for a giraffe, same deal. But poison should be super effective against all of these. So a fairy-type Pokemon could be valuable, perhaps bringing Pheasantipity. Check the elite team to see what you usually face. I remember you telling me about this team, how Tapu Lele is a lead and Oranguru is obnoxious as a doubles partner. Slowbro and Slowking are both megas, as we see from their held items here. And what I was shocked to hear about was Calyrex Ice Rider. Oh my word. Especially in freaking Permanent Trick Room. This is gross. This thing is just nasty. Oh my word. Permanent trick and inverse room. Yeah, so ice type, funny enough, ice type gets, it just as a type gets way better in inverse room, which is kind of funny. I think I want a slower fairy type than Pheasantipede. I have too many fast Pokemon as is. What other fairies do we have? Gardevoir is a bit fast. Oh, I'm in an hour 5 minutes. I think I'm going to finish team building tomorrow. Swap the 6 weaknesses with 2 resistances for Calyrex specifically? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's kind of gross. What about bringing Darkspun as a fairy type? No, it's even faster. Please. Only weak to Ice and Psychic? I wasn't considering that. That's kind of cool. Torterra? Redux Torterra could be neat as our very, very slow fairy type. It doesn't get any faster when it mega evolves. It also loses its fairy type when it mega evolves. And I don't think I'm interested in that. I want the fairy. Yeah, I don't think I want to use Mega Redux Torterra. I think I want base Redux Torterra here. Take shell armor. I had this as a tank, it looks like. Setting up Tailwind. But I don't want Tailwind now. I just said I would finish this tomorrow, but here I am. Oh, that's a lot of recoil damage. Buh. Oh gosh. Growl deals damage, huh? Deals damage in this hack. Fly might be interesting. I would love to check the other leaders in Elite difficulty. I would love to go through these and look how disgusting they are. I mean, just quickly clicking through this. Flannery with Fire Ogerpon? Oh my word. For example, but I'm almost 10 minutes, like I'm 9 minutes over my, when I try to get done with stream. Let's save. Their easy ace team? Oh, rematches. Getting harder. Norman gets Arceus. And Reggie Gigas here. Oh wow, it doesn't have slow start. Oh, down here at the bottom. Not rematches. What? Usual fight. Their elite fight. Normal elite, yeah? Oh, Bee Warden. Look at that sprite. What a good boy. That's so good. Okay, so the rematches aren't the elite team. I see. That was probably clear. I think I knew that. I didn't have to voice it. Still. How cool. Okay. I am sorry to cut it off here. I do need to get going. I am well over the stream length that I try to aim for. I'm gonna save again just in case. Go here, turn that off, turn this on. Thank you so much for sticking with me today. Thank you for clicking on me to begin with. If you are still here, whether you're watching a VOD or whether you are on stream right now, thank you so much. I appreciate your presence, whether you chatted or not. I appreciate very much you being here. If indeed you did chat, obviously, you make my job way easier. You make this hobby way easier. When I say my job, you know what I mean. It's much easier doing this. While I have a good time with it anyway, it's easier to do this when I have someone to talk to. I appreciate that very much. I should be back tomorrow, Thursday, January 15th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, after getting home from work. Thank you all very much, and see you next time.